what's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the Hasan broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is a Monday. It's Monday News Day. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of Hasan Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. So help me God, that's what I'm gonna do. End of the broadcast. And went and linked up with the boy Phineas and went and watched Weapons. I went and I watched the latest.
This is a true story that happened in my town.
This is the movie I watched. And let me tell you, bro, Weapons, very good. Terrifying. But they spam jump scares. If you are not into jump scares, I'm going to keep it $150. This is not the movie for you. Because as good as the movie was, they spam jump scares in it. Like, it's shameless. It's a shameless spamming of jump scares. No, they don't. What? There are only 4 and I counted. The first half is all jump scares. The second half is much better. I loved it. There were some definitely weird moments in it for sure. I mean, there was a lot of weird moments in it. Come on, it's not that scary. Okay, you know what this is? This is like, because I've grown up eating peppers all the time, like super spicy food all the time. It's like when I tell someone, oh, that food's not spicy. And then people go, no, you're crazy. It's actually very spicy. The reality is I don't watch a lot of movies that are horror, in the horror genre. I just don't. I don't watch a lot of horror movies. And therefore, I don't have the built-in tolerance that a experienced horror enjoyer has. So for me, it's not even a question. This was a scary ass movie. How is it on gore? I love horror, but I can't handle gore. There's gore. There's definitely gore. There are methods of trying to put some safeguards when you're watching this, right? When you're watching a scary movie. And for me, one of the methods is like you can't close your eyes because then because I was there with like a big group, you know, some people that I've met already, some people that I haven't, right? And it's embarrassing if they catch me, 34-year-old hairy man, you know, closing his eyes or, you know, putting his hand up like this, right? Putting his hand up like this. It doesn't work. But let me tell you something, okay? I didn't want to close my eyes either. I was embarrassed. I just didn't want to look. I didn't want to look at the screen. But the problem was a lot of the jump scares are paced in a way where there is a tempered pause. It almost feels like the dude who made this movie basically timed it so that if you were like a scaredy cat and you closed your eyes, and you went, oh, this scene has gone on for far too long. I don't think it's going to be a scary one. And then you look up and right at that moment, it happens. That happened to me like 3 times, bro. I don't know what the hell Zach Greger was doing. I mean, the shots were amazing, by the way. God damn, he was so good. The direction was incredible. Some of those shots, you're like, that is, wow. I mean, it was actually awesome. I forgot the guy who made this is from the Whitest Kids You Know and is like originally a comedy guy, but it definitely shows. The only thing that I do not understand is the actual gun. It's shown one time and never again. I genuinely don't know what the fuck that was. I'm not giving you any big spoilers. I think it's literally in the trailer. It is one of the, I just don't understand that. I didn't understand what it was supposed to be. Like, it was a poster on the wall. Okay, but like, what's the analog? He said he didn't know what it meant, but he put it in anyways. Okay, I kind of like that. I love when a director's just like, yeah, I went crazy with that one. I just went nutty mode with that. Fuck it. You know, that's cool. That's just, yeah, that's beast mode. That's beast mode. It's just like this thing that is so weird and never gets addressed at all. No, it has meaning. He's lying. No, I mean, why would he lie? Bro said, I don't know. It's tough. It was a reference to a bill that passed in the HOR with 217 votes, but did not pass in the Senate. It would have prevented tons of deaths from school shootings. Wait, what? Really? Why did he say there's no reason for it then? What? You just made that up. Yeah, you fucking made that up, dude. You made that up. I wanted 7 hot dogs right after watching it. It's the perfect number of hot dogs. By the way, that was one of my favorite moments as well, because 7 hot dogs is the appropriate number of hot dogs to consume. The only issue I had with it was only mustard, no ketchup. And I thought that was kind of weird. Only mustard, no ketchup. Like, I know aesthetically it looks good, but you got to put some fucking ketchup on there, man. That's crazy. Only mustard on the dog is wild. 7 hot dogs is the whitest kids reference. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. The bill is real, but he did say it came to him in a dream. House passes a assault weapon ban that's doomed in the Senate. Democrats say the bill, which would reinstate a federal ban that expired almost 2 decades ago, is much needed response to recent mass shootings. Wow. Maybe that's why he saw it. Ketchup on hot dogs? What are you, a child? Oh, I'm not even going to entertain this. Okay, I have good taste. Ketchup is perfectly appropriate.
So, Timmy, I got your blood work in, and I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
Just about how many hot dogs do you eat a day?
How many hot dogs?
Yeah.
Geez. I don't know. I mean, some days I could eat a couple, and some days I don't eat any.
Okay. Well, let's just say for an average, take your whole week and try to figure out what your daily amount would be.
I have no idea.
Just try.
Okay. A whole week? Average per day would be something like, I don't know, 7?
I think 7 dogs is the appropriate number of dogs, brother. It is. 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 That's crazy. By the way, the guy in the video is Trevor, the doctor from Whitest Kids You Know. He passed away a couple years ago on actually the day of the release of Weapons. Trevor Moore. But yeah, the 7 hot dogs is a reference to this sketch from Whitest Kids You Know that they wrote together.
Wow.
If you don't know anything about Whitest Kids You Know, you've definitely seen the Trevor Moore sketch about him saying, you can't say, I want to assassinate the president of the United States of America with a gun. You can't say that. Like, that's the one that you've probably seen that one. Like, that one is a fucking classic. They have really good bits. There's a bunch of classics. Like, Whitest Kids You Know, I would say, is like is a type of comedy that existed for a short period of time in the UK as well, with Brass Eye and all of those guys. That is just now gone. We just don't have it anymore, I don't think. People have tried to make it happen. People have tried to like do something similar to that, but it just like doesn't exist, I don't think. We're just not funny as a society anymore. We're just fucking ass. And it's not because there aren't funny people. It's just, I don't know. Ain't no time for funny business.
Hi, I'm Trevor Moore. Did you know that it's illegal to say I want to kill the President of the United States of America? It's illegal. It's a federal offense. It's one of the only sentences that you're not allowed to say. Now, it was okay for me to say it right then because I was just telling you that it's illegal.
You want to know why? Here, I'll give you an accurate reflection of the times as to why you can't do comedy anymore. Because some motherfucker is going to clip him just saying this part, the illegal thing you can't say, and then go, this guy wants to kill the president of America. We have to arrest him. You know what I mean? That's where we're at. That's where we're at. And it's not about like being too woke to joke. It's just everybody is woke. The right wingers are woke. The liberals are woke. Everyone is behaving in the same way where they're like, no time for comedy for me. I mean, I deal with this on a daily fucking basis. I try to make jokes about like the otherwise incredibly cruel world that we exist in. And motherfuckers will clip it to be like, oh, we gotta kill this guy.
Now, it was okay for me to say it right then because I was just telling you that it's illegal to say I want to kill the President of the United States of America. I'm not actually saying it. I'm just letting you know that it's illegal to say that. It's kind of like a public service. I'm letting you know so that you don't accidentally go out and say something like that.
Like yesterday, I suggested that as a public service, we should have like cops do, the cops should just like eat it, right? At protests, like you bring a cop out, only hand-to-hand combat to release stress. There was 1 million people that heard that and went, this is my opportunity to shine. I am going to use this as a way to say Hasan wants police officers to be shot in broad daylight in the streets, gunned down, fucking, or whatever number of different like schizophrenic hallucinations. You can't even make a goddamn suggestion. Jokingly, it sucks. Everybody fucking cries. Everybody fucking cries about everything. No more charitability. The internet and clip culture and the mean ways that we exist have truly destroyed one aspect of comedy. You can't be a silly little guy anymore. It's fucking annoying. Some motherfucker has to take what you're saying sincerely, as though you are suggesting it as a real thing. And the algos are basically pumping that kind of attitude. And this isn't about like why can't we say slurs? Like woke killed comedy, we can't say slurs. That's not what I'm talking about at all, because right wingers are the ones who do this shit all the goddamn time. I would say like one of the last examples of this kind of stuff, at least like flying in a podcast format, was Cumtown, unironically. And it was a beautiful moment in time, which is part of the reason why I think a lot of people do actually look back at that fondly and remember it fondly, even if they were like, even if they were kind of upset about it. A man throwing a sandwich at a cop is comedy. Yeah, that's another one. Like, I was like, bro, really? You're going to fucking arrest people? And I talked to normies about this too. I was talking about the cop getting hit with a fucking ham sandwich thing. I was like, bro, you're really going to arrest this man for throwing a ham sandwich at you? Like, what do you have some fucking shame, have some decency. And I talked to normies about it, and they unironically were like, nah, dude, fuck it. You can't throw something at a cop. You need to be killed. It's like, Americans' brains are broken, dude. We used to have healthy attitudes. We used to be a real nation. People used to not really fuck with cops all that much. You know what I mean? People understood.
Like a fucking way! You bitch!
Motherfucker!
Oh! 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 It's fucking gun! It's fucking gun!
You got to let certain things slide, okay? We don't let nothing slide no more. If somebody throws a sandwich at my mother, I would hope they would get arrested. Is your mother a cop wearing Kevlar vests doing a fucking military invasion of DC, the nation's capital, and only getting a fucking light ham sandwich slapped to the chest? Like, what do you mean? What if my mother was in the trajectory of the sandwich? Like, why? Why are you making this? Why are you building an entirely separate hypothetical here? I don't know if this is like debate pervertry or something. Like, I think it's objectively funny that a Department of Justice official walked up to a cop and threw a ham sandwich at one. That's an objectively funny situation. I think it's entirely overkill to hunt this dude down and arrest him and hit him with a litany of different crimes, like assaulting an officer with a delicious weapon. Like, it's just crazy. No, you were going to get shaken for that statement. I think it's an objectively funny thing. Okay? It's an objectively funny thing. People get so fucking mad. If people are crazy. People are fucking nuts. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with it anymore.
Extremely illegal to go on television and say something like the best place to fire a mortar launcher at the White House would be from the roof of the Rockefeller Hewitt building because of minimal security, and you'd have a clear line of sight to the president's bedroom. Insanely illegal. ridiculously, recklessly, insanely illegal. Yet even more illegal to show an illustrated diagram.
Dude, remember, once again, you cannot post the diagram of the doohickey that was used in the assassination of Shinzo Abe as a quote retweet of a sitting senator demanding that people kill protesters. You can't do that. Okay? Also illegal. It's not allowed. I'm telling you right now, you cannot post the doohickey, the diagram of the doohickey, the handmade artisanal farm to table weapon that was created in the assassination of Shinzo Abe as a quote retweet of Senator Tom Cotton's post on Twitter about killing American citizens for the crime of doing a First Amendment protected demonstration. You can't do that. Okay? You cannot do that. It is illegal. It is illegal. Don't do that. Yeah. This I'm showing you right now, this illegal, okay? It's so funny that like all of the people who think the peak of comedy is like saying the N-word will unironically look at stuff like this and to this day still go, this person wanted to assassinate a sitting senator. He did a death threat to a sitting senator. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. What do you mean? Why are you fucking concern trolling? Shut the fuck up. It's just funny because like we unironically have to sit around and act like this is a sincere concern being demonstrated by people. A sincere concern demonstrated by really scared people, really worried people. Like, this is causing a lot of instability.